Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? My name is Fumidesaluvold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, you are so very welcome indeed, my darlings. Guess what? We are having a fabulous summer splash Fumi Nation meet and greet on the 20th of July. And darlings, it's going to be fabulous. We're going to have food, we're going to have drinks, we're going to have music, dancing, goodie bags, vendors, healthy hair studio. We'll be there, my darlings. You're going to have an absolute blast. The tickets are down below, my loves, and we are selling out like crazy. Fumi Nation, oh wow, I love and miss you very, very much, and I cannot wait for us to hang out on the 20th of July. So excited, and I'm so happy that you guys are looking forward to it as well. Yes, baby, yes, I am so happy. So my darlings, what are we wearing? We are wearing DVF. You know how much I love DVF. You know how much I love these wrap dresses. They're just easy to put on. The weather is fantastic outside, and I decided to do a little bit of a blue eyeshadow. Why not? It was fun. So my darlings, why are we here? We are here because I am Harry and Meghan's representative. Yes. This is the Sussex Squad headquarters. It is what? It is the Sussex Squad headquarters. Now, before I start, I want to read for you a message I got from the Harry and Meghan haters. When I tell you, it was like a love letter. I lived for it so very much indeed. And it says, if you can say that about Blake and see for real, because you got her down to a T, then I know you know what Meghan Markle is truly like. Cause she even worse than she even worse than Blake. The English is horrible. I don't know why these haters can't just spend their time and learn how to write, how to read, and how to express themselves in English, because this is just horrible. Just horrible. Anyway, I will struggle and continue. Like cars, even worse than Blake. So the only reason you are saying what you are is cars she's paying you. Don't deny it, cause Meghan is one of the most vile people on the planet. And I know you know it's true when you can see right through Blake. You are 100% on Meghan's payroll. Are you that easily bought? Upon reflection, I don't even know why I read it, because this person just sounds like an illiterate, very uneducated for sure. Doesn't know how to even write a couple of sentences, and then doesn't have any common sense. I don't know what else to say. I'm so sorry, but that's how I feel. I would love to be on Meghan's payroll. I would love to collab with her and her brand. Would love it. Why not? But I'm not on Meghan's payroll. I am doing this for absolutely free, and guess what? It's an honor to do it, because I do what I believe is right, and I will always say what I believe that is wrong. This person that wrote this, I am absolutely certain that you have done worse than Meghan has ever done in her entire life. I believe that you have done worse times 10. I also believe that you are nowhere in the realms, in the stratosphere of what Meghan has achieved. From what you have written here, I can see that you're not even on her level. You just hate because you read what you see in the papers and you believe, oh yes, let me come out here and say the same thing. What has Meghan done to you? Absolutely nothing. You just waste your time and you run around and you see all these terrible things. And I've said it last time, every spew that you throw in her direction is a boomerang effect, and it will hit you right back times 100. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? Times 100. Keep on hating. Every time the British press come out here and hate on them, I will come and I will change the trajectory of the algorithm. And I will say it's not true, it's a lie. Because you just want to hate on her. For what reason? I keep on telling you, tell me why. Tell me exactly what she has done. None of you have come up with anything. Oh, you know, she said she only acknowledged that she was black only when this came out. The British love to say, well, you left England and so you left on your own terms. You left. No. They were so miserable here. They were so miserable. They were treated so badly that because of Meghan's mental, emotional health, Harry decided, I'm going to take my wife out of here. I saw what they did to my mother. You see, the story is always partial. It's always partial truths that they put into the media. I will give you the whole story. She wanted to come here. She wanted to live here. She left her life. She left her career. You keep on talking about be actress. Baby girl, what have you achieved? From what I have seen here, you haven't achieved much. You sound like a stark illiterate. So why would I want to believe you? If you think that I'm on her payroll, go right ahead. I've been called all kinds of things lately. And I'm okay about it. I will always call it out for what it is. They left because of how badly and poorly they were treated. And Harry saw it for himself. And Harry said, well, you know what? History repeating, because they did it to my mother, who was British, who was married to my father. And I saw how they treated her when she was married to him and when she tried to have some kind of life after him. I saw what the RF did. And he said, I will not do it to my wife. And he said, I'll leave. And they wanted to punish him. We will take everything. We'll take the titles. We'll take everything. But Diana, Princess Diana, may your beautiful soul rest in peace. May you rest in peace, Mama. You're a mother. And you truly are the princess and the queen of the people. You peeped it when nobody did. You peeped it and you said, let me take care of Harry, because Harry is the spare. I don't trust these folk around here. And she made provisions and she made sure that he had his coin. And that's what he left with his wife. They went to Canada. From there, they made their way to the United States. And just recently, my beautiful Meghan, congratulations, Mama, her entire brand sold out, because that's God for you. When you want to drown her, she will continue to rise while you are there spewing hatred. You guys are a hot mess. You're so silly and you're so uneducated. You're like little sheep. You just go around and you continue talking all kinds of nonsense. I mean, it's such a shame. When I think about Meghan, I don't know where I would be. Her father disappointed her because his hand is out to any press. Give me some money and I will say anything about my daughter. You have the half-sister who, with the wheelchair, wheeled up to the palace to say, I'm here. I've already spoken bad about Meghan. Let me in. They shut her out because they said, we don't know you like that. Every single time you want to spew something on them, every single time is half-truths. Our beautiful Prince Harry security case against Home Office returned to what? Court appeal. So let us start with the shebang here.
Commentator over there on the west coast of America, the great Kinsey Schofield. Welcome, Kins.
I cannot believe this last weekend, Kevin. It feels like it's been a year since I've talked to you between all of the news that's happened over the last few days. And I mean, well, I'll give credit where credit's due. Harry and Meghan continue to surprise me in the worst way possible.
Yeah, they always surprise you downwards, don't they? Yeah. You never go, wow, really impressed with them. It's always, no, it's a new low, you know. Anyway, before we get to Meghan, and I'm afraid we will have to get to her at a certain point. Let's talk about Harry. Harry is going back to court tomorrow here in London. There were reports earlier, we thought he might be in the country, but there have been no official sightings, so we don't know whether he's personally going to the appeal court tomorrow or not. But his case comes up. This is his latest attempt, his latest desperate bid to persuade the courts, to persuade this government, that when he comes to Britain, indeed when he comes with his family as well, his kids, maybe Meghan, although I don't think she'll ever come back to this country again, but he wants all of him, his family, his wife and his kids, when they come back, to be given armed police protection, to be guarded by coppers with guns. Now, he doesn't warrant that because he's no longer a frontline royal. So he's been told time and time again, no. He's appealing yet again. yet again. The last time the judge told him, look, mate, it didn't actually use those terms, but he basically said, look, mate, this is a lost cause. You do not warrant this. You're not a frontline royal. The rest of you, your brother, your dad, your mother-in-law, the Queen, Princess Anne, Prince Edward, they're frontline royals. So when they go out, Kate as well, of course, when they go out, they get armed police protection. You're not a frontline royal. You chose to stop being a frontline royal. You chose to leave this country and seek your fortune abroad. Therefore, sorry, mate, you don't get cops with guns. You just don't get that. But he will not stop. He's like a dog with a bone. He's going back. This will end up costing him more money, and I would say he is doomed to the same decision. He's not going to get armed police protection. Why do you think he carries on with this lost cause, Kinsey?
Well, first of all, I think that I don't even think we've been as that aggressive towards him. We haven't been as ugly to him in this scenario. The fact is, Ravik has always said police protection is an option, but it's based on the circumstances. Harry, I would say 10 out of 10 times so far since returning to the UK, maybe 9 out of 10 times since returning to the UK, Prince Harry has been afforded the type of protection that he demands. And it's just on a case-by-case basis. If they want to come out to shill Meghan Markle's $28 jar of honey, I don't know if Ravik is going to, collect. I don't think that they're going to justify police protection for something like that. But if Prince Harry's coming out to support the king, if he's coming out to support his brother or well child, or another one of these big events that attracts a lot of attention and A-listers and people similar to Prince Harry, Ravik's going to go, well, we'll see you there. We'll make sure that you're protected in the way that you're asking to be protected. But otherwise, Prince Harry's protected.
You see, but it's far be it from me to correct you, Kinsey, but to an extent, I mean, I know you get the point, but you're kind of missing the point in what you're saying, because yes, Harry can request guns anytime, cops with guns anytime he comes over, and may well be granted them. But that's not good enough for him, because what annoys him is the rest of the royal family, especially William and Kate, don't have to ask. They automatically get armed police protection. That's what he's moaning about. That's what he's complaining about. I want the same as William. I want the same as Kate. Well, he's never going to get it. So I think what we're dealing with here is a kind of psychological trait on the part of Prince Harry. He just cannot take the fact that he's got a lower status than the rest of the royal family when he comes back to Britain.
Well, you can thank your wife, because these types of questions never happened until Meghan Markle entered the picture and was a giant pain in the you-know-what. Prince Harry was always considered to be in the fold, and everything that Prince William got under King Charles, or under Prince Charles at the time, Prince Harry got to enjoy too. And it wasn't until Meghan Markle entered the picture and started accusing innocent people of racism that the royal family said, you know what? You're not on. We don't trust you in this circle anymore. If you're not going to play by the rules, and if you're going to try to wreak havoc on this institution, then you no longer get all of the support that we get. So this was a choice that Prince Harry made when he stepped down as a working royal. He spent over $1 million on this campaign so far, and I imagine it will be over that at the end of the day. And is he really going to get on a plane to go over there and fight this the day before and the day of Meghan Markle's podcast launch? Well, who's going to take her picture tomorrow is what I would ask.
Yeah, he's got a very important role.
Her professional photographer has to be there and in position to get 90 snaps of her around someone else's home or garden, so that she can post on Instagram that she broke the internet with another podcast that no one's going to listen to.
And people saying that the King and Camilla, the Queen, have flown off to Italy for an official state visit. But people were saying that probably Charlie got on a plane as fast as he could because he heard that Harry was on his way over, and he doesn't want to bump into his problematic son.
A hearing over Prince Harry's security arrangements in the United Kingdom is set to return to court today as the royal brings his case against the Home Office to the Court of Appeal. The Duke of Sussex is appealing against the dismissal of his High Court challenge against the Home Office over his security arrangements in the United Kingdom. The latest stage of the Duke of Sussex's challenge over his security level in the UK after departing for California, the royal's case will be brought before the Court of Appeal on Tuesday. Harry took legal action against the Home Office over the February 2020 decision of the Executive Committee for the Protection of Royal and Public Figures, RAVEC, that he should receive a different degree of taxpayer-funded protection when in the country. The High Court was told that the decision was made as a result of a change in the Duke's status after he stopped being a full-time working member of the royal family. In the judgment in February last year, retired High Court Judge Sir Peter Lane rejected the Duke's case and concluded RAVEC's approach was not irrational nor procedurally unfair. Harry's appeal against the ruling is scheduled to be heard on April 8th and 9th at the Royal Courts of Justice in London. Harry, I hope that you get it. Don't stop fighting. That's a half-truth again, and I'll tell you why. Why, Fumi? Tell us, educate us. Because Harry also wanted to fund his own Met Police armed bodyguards, but officials refused. With insiders insisting cops are not gun for hire, RAVEC claimed that allowing Harry to pay for his own protective security would be contrary to the public interest and undermine public confidence in the Met Police. Homeboy said, you know what, you don't need to give it to me, I can pay for my security. They still said no. He said, well then, you know what, I can't bring my family out here in these streets because the hatred and the vitriol that is spewed onto my wife and my children, I will not take any chances. You know, let me tell you something. How heartbreaking your own country will do that because you married a woman that's half black. My God! Do you know that at one time when I was younger, I thought I might get married into the royal family? I would have caused chaos. When I tell you, chaos! Upon reflection, I don't think so. I think I would have left. I think it would have been too much. Why? Because you never negotiate when it comes to your kids. I would never do that to Adrian. I don't mind being dragged, but you pump the brakes when it comes to children. Harry, go about your business, pa. And you know, I tell you this, Harry, I know that you're fighting for what is right, and I know that you're fighting for justice, and I know that you spent over $1 million and you got the coin. I'm so happy for you that everything worked out. Sometimes you got to love these folk from a distance. It's upsetting because I know you didn't want it. You don't deserve it. Your children deserve to have relationships with their cousins. It runs deep. It really runs deep. And at the same time, you were such a good son. You were such a good brother. You were such a good British citizen. You lost your mother in the most terrible way. But I was old enough. I was young enough and I was still old enough. I remember your mother. I remember your mother coming to Nigeria. I remember your mother meeting my father. When she passed away, I was in my apartment in New York City. I was modeling at the time. And I said, as a promise to Princess Diana, who was so wonderful and alive and laughing, cracking jokes with my father, somehow I said, I'll return the favor. I will take care of your kids. So Harry, you're my younger brother. Meghan, you're my beautiful younger baby sister. I'm so proud of you for the strength, for the tenacity, for the perseverance, endurance that you push through every day. Stay prayed up. We got you. We got your kids. Don't worry about it. Always protect you. And let me tell you something. There are times when you don't have to come out here and fight. God is fighting for you. I love you. I love you, Harry. I love you. I loved your mama. And I always got you. And I thank the Father up above that I have some kind of little baby platform out here in these social media streets where I can shout out the goodness of what you do. Every single time they come out here to say one or two things, I'm here. I'm here. I'm British. I got my passport. I'm here. Okay? And to my beautiful Harry and Meghan haters, I'm here too. You know where I'm at. Come on through, baby. Come on through. I don't mind. I live for it. As a matter of fact, it's getting sexy up in here. I live for it. You can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. I'm not shook because I've been here before many of you were even born. When Princess Diana married Charles, I think it was 1982. Some of you were not even born, but you're out here with your fish lips talking nonsense. Child, please step to the left. Let me come through. Okay? All right, my darlings. I live for you. Do not forget to like, to subscribe. And I will see you sooner than later with all of my love.
Hi guys, my name is ENITAN, hair coach. I am UK's first ever hair coach and a trichologist. We are a team of trichologists and hair coaches here in W6 London, and we help those who are desperate and have tried and everything else has failed. We look after those who have chronic scalp concerns, flaky, itchy scalp that's been going on for many years. We help those that have hair loss that has progressed instead of improved, and we help those that just generally want to have a better understanding of better quality hair, length, volume, and reduce that dryness. Visit us by clicking